Hello, before this episode of Halo Forever, I do want to say thank you so much for the reception of episode 1, episode 2. You guys have been so wonderful in terms of sharing the content, commenting, leaving me sweet messages on Twitter. You guys have been so wonderful. So I wanted to at least reach out and say I'm having a fun time doing this. And I'm really excited for you to see some of the future episodes and some of the episodes that I'm recording in the future. Season 1 has just started, and can't wait to see when things ramp up for season 2. Today's episode, of course, is with me and Scott White, former DualShocker, currently at Rational Passions under RPG University, which is a fantastic podcast. I was actually just on there for Mass Effect, so definitely please give Scott a shout out. It's really a really fun show. I will say this episode was the first time that I had major technical difficulties. Now, the first episode, of course, if you watched it, Peter and I, we didn't really play together. Second episode, we did. So that actually worked out pretty well. Third episode, we got to like the last 4 minutes of the level, and then the whole thing broke. And then we tried to join back in, and then we had to play the whole level over again. So instead, what you're going to see in the last couple minutes is just footage that I recorded, so that way you can see the end of the level and all the cutscenes and everything that is still intact. But otherwise, the conversation goes on for at least another 10 minutes after that, and it's a good time. So thank you so much for being here, and enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to the third episode in the Halo project known as Halo Forever. That's right, I've picked a name. The name is finally sticking. So for the people that joined me in the last 2 episodes, this is the official name, Halo Forever. I am, of course, today joined by the lovely gentleman himself, Scott White. How you doing, Scott?
Doing well, Mario. How about yourself? Thanks for having me to play some Halo.
Yes, that's right. We are here to play some Halo. We are going, of course, every level with a guest. Today, Scott is joining me on the level 3, the Truth and Reconciliation, which, if I'm not mistaken, starts off a lot of fun and then gets into some alien stuff that I'm not so happy about. But you know what? That's okay. I believe we start off with sniper rifles, and I'm totally down for that. So today, of course, we're going to be playing on normal because we're not trying to be super powerful or try to prove our gamer status. We're just talking, all right? We're just having a good time. Is there any skulls that you want on, though? Any skulls?
Birthday party?
That is the one, baby. That is the one that we definitely put on here as much as we can.
You gotta do it.
You gotta do it. So we're gonna do that. I think that's fine. Let's just do that one, and then we're just gonna start the game. So let's see if let's see what happens here. All right, there's the countdown.
On Silent Cartographer level?
Is it on Silent Cartographer for you? It should be the Truth and Reconciliation. Let's find out.
The load screen says Truth and Reconciliation,
we'll find
so we're
out.
good.
Yeah, right. Okay. Let's see.
Now to see what the PC controls with mouse and keyboard are.
It's a lot of fun to figure that out, especially the first time. Not because I'm usually, when I play Halo multiplayer, I'm always picking people with like a punch, like a melee, and I still can't tell you which button's the melee. So if you find it, you let me know.
Middle? Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah, because it's not V from what I remember. Let's see. Tab, though, once the game starts, if you hit tab, it does switch between the original graphics and the new graphics. So that is actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So Scott, we'll start off right now. What is your history with Halo?
So growing up, I had the PlayStation and my brother had the Xbox. So for me anyway, I would occasionally be allowed to play my brother's Xbox. But outside of that, it wasn't probably until like Halo 2 that I would have LAN parties with my friends. Like we would all go over to a friend's. I would bring over like an extra TV and stuff. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I played through all of them. I will forever love the pistol in this game. So, but yeah, it's kind of my history.
No, for sure, man. I mean, I too, as I've said in this series now, that this all started because of a LAN party and a comic book store. So that has been my lineage of how I got into Halo. Of course, once I officially got my own Xbox, I definitely just burrowed through the story by myself. And this is actually fun because I don't think I've ever played every Halo with at least a partner. I've definitely played some of them all the way through, but I don't think I've done every single one, specifically even the first game. So this is actually kind of nice to have that sort of like new sort of appreciation when I get to have with somebody, which I'm actually going to go ahead and hit the tab button here. Man, that game. Woo, this game. Definitely improved with the graphics here.
Definitely got a nice beauty phase in those convenient years.
Yeah, because this is how I remember Halo, but when you look back, it's just like, yeah, I don't know, man. This is also the part where I love to show off my skill of like just one-shotting him without even aiming. That's my favorite. Let's see.
So what's your favorite Halo, would you say?
If I had to say, like, my favorite Halo is definitely Halo 3. Halo 3, for instance, when it came out, I played it with my friends day one, at midnight, on Legendary, all the way through until we beat the game, I think at like 6 in the morning. So it was definitely something that I cherished to this. Oh, hey, my keyboard, or my mouse has the button for punching, so I get to punch whatever I want now. Yay! Punch. So that's definitely like ingrained in my mind. Oh god, I just fell off the cliff. This is the first death of the series. I've fallen from the cliff, so it's all up to you right now.
Cliff.
But what about you? Which one's your favorite?
For me, I gotta go Reach.
Really? Okay.
Reach.
I definitely have like a certain amount of people that really enjoyed this game specifically. I mean, what is about Reach that stands out to you?
I think for me, what stands out most to me about Reach is the story, and that end level, like the post credits, suicide mission.
Yeah.
I thought that was just such a cool thing. Plus, it was the last Halo game by Bungie. You know?
No, for sure.
Or no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
4 was.
No, 4 is 343.
Was it?
Yeah, 434 is 343. That's when the fans of Halo have taken over Halo. So they're
okay.
And that's roughly, yeah, because that's Destiny time as well. So
okay.
Yeah, fun little thing. Yeah, Reach is the last one. Reach definitely is an interesting game. It's definitely not my favorite by means. And I don't necessarily know why, other than I'm just like, I think I'm so intrinsically tied to the first 3 games. So it's definitely something that I'm just like have just entirely dear to me. But yeah, Reach I think is good. It's funny because you think of Reach, right? I think of it as like the precursor to Rogue One.
Okay.
Because it has very similar themes and tones in that game of basically delivering something to our opposing or to our forces, right? The plan to the Death Star, aka, and then you have Cortana. Which I found very interesting earlier. This is that second. By the way, I died a second time, so I'm doing terrible this level right now.
You don't have to purposely try and make me look good in this game, Mario. I mean, I appreciate you dying on purpose just so I look better, but you don't have to.
I am upset that I've already lost the sniper rifle and the pistol, so trust me, it's not on purpose. It's definitely not on purpose. Let's see here. What is one of your favorite your villains or creatures from the Halo series?
I love the brutes. I like the monkeys. When I like it when the brutes still look like monkeys. Because I thought they offered good challenges without being like too crazy.
Sure.
It was one of those situations where if you saw a brute coming at you, you knew things were like getting heated, like things were getting serious.
Yes. I remember when I first seen the brutes was actually, and I think that one of the Halo E3 like demo like show offs, and it's that level that that's never actually existed in Halo. I think that's the first time I saw them, and I was like, "What is that? That is not an elite. That is something totally remarkably different." not knowing that there's definitely going to be a whole third game that has mostly just brutes for the most part. Let's see. I have no weapons right now. I just have this.
They really give you a lot of sniper ammo in this level.
Yeah, so when you lose it, you abuse it, you're totally done. So I don't get any more sniper ammo. Instead, what you get is the plasma pistol, which I think is like a shame, specifically in this one.
Yeah, that's a big downgrade. That's punishing you for dying.
This gun does not get good until Halo 3, in my opinion. When they start doing noob combos like crazy. I think they kind of originated in 2, but I remember 3 using it the most. Like right there, I should have got him. That's bull. That's bull. There we go. Punch. Let's see. One of the common questions that I have been asking all my guests on the show is, what is your history? What is the story behind your gamer tag? What was your first gamer tag?
This was my first gamer tag. Solid as Parmar 120. It was in a period where I was like, I've done Solid Snake 120 for everything. I want to be different. I want to branch out. So I just did a different Metal Gear character preface, and because I like Transformers, I went Prime.
Nice.
Because I was like, that's different enough. Even though it's really not all that different. But yeah, and then I was like, I really don't like this. I think I'll just go back to Solid Snake 120.
Gotcha.
So I did.
Yeah, story I told in a previous episode, I went from being Duncan D to to the prefix X Duncan DX to now, of course, that Mario Rivera, where I pretty much have been. Oh my god, I thought I died a third time. Thank God. Let's see here. Kill, die.
Got him.
Got him? Both dead?
Yep.
Damn. I didn't realize normal was that easy.
Sniper rifles to the head, man.
See? Damn you forsaking me.
Once we're inside the ship, I can home in on the captain's command neural.
Let's see.
They'll probably be in or near the ship's brig, which should narrow our search.
In terms of us, Scott, we obviously worked together at DualShockers.
True.
From where you were primarily in a writer capacity, and then you moved on to some of the video stuff. What are some of your favorite things about being a part of DualShockers, if you can think of anything positive? I know
honestly, up until that February, really, or the end of January, it was great. Everyone was really nice. Everything was like cool. No, I loved working with everybody.
No, for sure.
It was a great time. I loved the Friday late afternoon message from Logan being like, "Hey, can you record all of Final Fantasy VII Remake in a weekend?"
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, of course I can. To Logan, truth be told, Logan is like, "Can you just get a few hours worth of content?" And I took that on myself too. Sword guy just assassinated me.
It's the first restart. Let's do this. All right, there we go. In the first in the Halo Forever project, both members have died. Oh, I died randomly. Oh, no, betrayal!
Actually,
Betrayal!
Yeah, that was. Oh god, I deserve that one.
Clearly, you learned how to punch. Clearly, you learned how to punch.
I did.
Fuck, I missed. Let me kill this guy over here. That, of course, is a fucking Halo staple. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I got grenades. Forgot about that. Come on.
But no. The Final Fantasy VII Remake was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I remember, so you were going to record it. I think they had like three codes. One obviously went to Chris. One I believe went to you, and I don't remember where the third one went. But I remember it was Lou telling me, "Hey, you want to cut together all the cutscenes from Final Fantasy?" And I was like, I guess, not knowing how long that game would be and how many damn chapters and how much I would have to scrub through it. And I guess at the time I wasn't really privy to spoilers for the game. And honestly, it was a weird project because as much as I got to see cutscenes, I wasn't listening in, and I knew some of the story of from the game. But it was wild to then actually play the game to like, oh, I was totally way off. Like, there's a lot of stuff here that I was not privy to, which I thought was hilarious. Let's see.
But no, that was a fun weekend.
Let's see. Yeah, maybe a fun weekend for you. For me to cut it up and then trying to render like a 10-hour.
Yeah, it was a lot of footage.
Yeah, like a 10-hour movie that I couldn't even get done because my computer was just like, nah, we're not gonna do that. So I had to break it up into 3 videos that barely did anything. Which was great because then I think you and Chris did a discussion video afterwards, and then that's like probably one of the best videos on that channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ended up doing mad numbers.
Our ending discussion, where I was dealing with a cough, so everyone just kept telling me to like stop getting COVID. And then I remembered the ending to Crisis Core wrongly, so I got a bunch of different comments telling me how wrong I was about the ending.
Good times,
yeah,
Good times.
What else?
Oh, cool. We can move forward. Awesome. So I'm gonna go this direction. So this looks way better than I remember. Oh, yep. Hit that tab button. That's exactly what it used to look like.
But what about you? What's kind of your funnest moments from the old crew?
Honestly, I think some of the more fun moments is when we were starting to do the sort of like the podcasty stuff when it comes to discussions. And the big one, I think, to me, that like really was like, I thought this is really cool. I can't believe we're getting a chance to do this, which was the panel, the first digital PAX. And we got to do, pick our our Game Boy, our Nintendo 64 Classic, and pick, I think we picked 10 games. I'm trying to remember what it was, but we ended up picking like some bangers. And I remember fighting the hardest for some like very obscure fighting games like War Gods and Clay Fighters, because I had a huge affinity for those. And I think I took my shirt off in the middle of the video. Like, I was going all out. I was like, we're going prime time here on PAX. I'm gonna leave a statement if someone's watching this video. I'm curious, like, because I never read the comments, and I don't even know if that video is hosted on PAX or anything. But that was to me like probably one of the bigger memories when it came to that. Obviously, Game of the Year, both times that we did it was also like a lot of fun. Oh my god, that hurt me way too hard than I thought. Got blasted. Thank you. I'm gonna stay up here. But those are definitely some of the bigger moments. I mean, the biggest moment that I think I've ever had was because my first instance of doing anything for the website was, they told me that I was going to Las Vegas and, got to shoot video for WWE. So as a massive wrestling fan, that was an absolute trip. Get to hang out with Ric Flair and shit. So.
Oh, hell yeah.
Definitely a bizarre first thing to do at DualShockers that like raised obviously the bar of like, oh my god, we're gonna be doing some crazy shit the next year. That ended up not being the case, partially due to COVID, but I'm very curious of like how much of that is like a normal experience there. So I feel like I never got the full potential of what it was like to work at a news outlet like that. But at the little taste that I got, I think that was kind of cool. And I made sure to do like the hardest amount of work at that time. Like, I'm not fucking up an opportunity here. So I made sure I bought equipment. Like, I lost money on the trip by doing that because I wanted to make sure that I had all the right stuff. I got like a what is it? It was a mount that like it's like a gun handle that I put at the bottom of like my rig that was like over my shoulder. So like I went all out on that trip, and honestly, I am proud of the videos that we ended up doing. specifically the interviews that we got to do. I mean, we got to interview the #1 wrestler in the company at that time. Like, we got to do Becky Lynch, and that to me is still like blows my mind. Oh yeah, this part.
Oh, such good music.
I love the music in this game. Oh my god. And early in the, so in the series, I've also been commenting about like the inspirations of this game. This specifically is definitely heavily inspired. All the alien architecture is inspired by early James Cameron movies. Specifically the movie The Abyss, which of course has this really awesome aesthetic when you finally see some of the alien tech, and it looks like the Covenant. Like, it's so like 1-to-1 almost.
I'm down.
Oh no, I'm over here. Okay, you're good.
Perfect.
But yeah, this music, the fanfare, and I think this is the remastered version of the soundtrack. But even so, man, even the original is still a banger. Like, I've been getting really heavily into collecting vinyl lately, and I would so love all of this on vinyl. Okay, I think that door opens up, so then can we go through it and get out of here? Because I know we got to go up. That's what I remember. Okay, guess not. Okay.
A brief respite.
That's right. The music stops. We come back out. It's like, oh, we think they're gone. Suck it. What are your some of your fondest memories from multiplayer in Halo?
Let's see. One of my fondest moments was probably Christmas, the year Reach came out.
Okay.
Or because that was the year I got my first capture card.
Ooh, okay.
So that morning, after I opened my capture card, I booted up Halo Reach, and I went and played some Team SWAT, 2v2 SWAT. And no, it was normal SWAT, so it was 4v4 SWAT. And I remember that my entire party got disconnected or something before the game started. So it was a 1v4 SWAT match. And I ended up winning.
Nice. Nothing's more gratifying when you just get that single win from a 4v4.
So that connected with me streaming, that kind of being the start of me streaming stuff and kind of recording gameplay and stuff. Oh, we got a biggin.
Oh no, I'm coming. I'm gonna grab some stuff.
Was a big thing for me, but outside of that, I have really fond memories of getting together a bunch of my friends, bringing TVs together, and just sitting and having like Halo nights.
Yeah, I remember some of my biggest memories obviously is playing multiplayer with the people that I was first introduced to the game to. It was the people that I grew up playing at the card shop, when we all got Xbox Live and Halo 2 came out. And I'm gonna murder this guy. He's dead. Good job. Here's this one though. Throw this one. Oh, I got his foot. Get him. That hurt me more than it hurt him. Die, dead. Good job. And what was fun about that time was that it's like still early Xbox, right? And there was a level. I don't remember the name of the level. I'll definitely research it later. But basically, there's a center point that has a flag post, and you're supposed to capture the flag. The people on the opposite side always get like a warthog so that they can like charge into battle to try and get it. And I remember specifically, this is the first time I learned about lag switching, I think this was called lag switching. And I remember like we were defending the flag, and we're like, all right, cool, we got our highest squads here, and the game just goes blue, and we're like, what the hell? And the game just like sort of like semi pauses. Oh, damn, you died. And I remember the game comes back on, and somehow the opposing team has scored on us 3 times. And I was like, what the living hell just happened? And apparently, back in the day, people would just unplug their router or slightly ajar their router, and somehow they're in a limbo where they pause the opposing team and would just score on us. And then somehow plug it right back in, and then boom, they were still good. Like, to this day, I'm scarred by that. I'm scarred by those stories of like, we could have won. This is bullshit. And then when you learn that it's kind of a thing, and the internet was not like what it is now, where I feel like Twitter, we would have been talking about it. But oh man, I died again. But the fact that I feel like that is a story that there's going to be kids all around the world that remember. It's like, oh, those lag switching bastards. And how prevalent of a problem that was. And now, thankfully, I don't think I've ever run across that. I think we've come further as an internet. That was also like DSL internet or whatever the problem was back in the day. But yeah, those are my early dark memories of Halo multiplayer.
I remember back in the day when I wanted to make video games and not just write about video games. I thought a hilarious idea for an FPS or like a shooter weapon would be a lag gun, where you would just shoot an enemy and they would lag slightly.
That's good.
Or simulated lag.
Just blue screen. I would love that. That is some that would be great. I kind of want that now. Now that you said that, this is to bring back old memories.
Call it like the meta gun. So it's just like a lot of out of game simulated issues, like a simulated blue screen.
Oh my god! It could be like the Eternal Darkness gun, like you shoot it at somebody and then like their volume goes down.
Simulated low res, so things get like blocky, or the lag gun. Yeah,
the health sound just keeps playing even though they're like at full health. That's a legit weapon. I'm shocked that has not happened yet.
I know, right? The glitch gun or the glitch rounds, which simulates you shoot an enemy, he goes into T pose.
That's definitely like a Ratchet and Clank thing that I'm shocked that like that if they ever did like a multiplayer, that would be a gun in there, that universe. During this time, during Halo 1 and Halo 2 even, was there any other games that stood out to you that's like must plays or things that you played at the time? Other than, I'm going to say it now, other than KOTOR, because that's definitely probably one that you've probably played. Is there anyone's other than that one?
Like Xbox specific?
Specific ones, yeah. We'll start there. I mean, then we can go further.
Okay, so Xbox specific.
Yeah.
I really didn't play all that much Xbox because it was my brother's system.
You murdered them. That was great. Oh, it was your Xbox system? Got it.
Yeah, so I had the PlayStation 2, and my brother, while he was up at school and everything, had the Xbox. So it was kind of a rare treat that I got to play Xbox. But one game I remember very fondly, and I still have the actual disc, is Phantom Dust. Loved Phantom Dust.
Okay. Yeah, this part.
That was one of the few original Xbox games that I actually owned. And I just love kind of the running around, hurling fireballs. I love kind of the card game mechanic of it, where you had to collect your powers at the start of each fight.
Oh, this guy. Oh no. I only have a pistol. This is not good. Whoa, he just jumped at me. Holy crap. No. I don't know if you saw that. Guy. He lunged at me.
Yeah.
Oh no. Jeez. All right, we got this. Hold on. We could punch these guys here. Hold on. I'm gonna go stealth. I'm gonna go around. Yeah. I think I mentioned Mech Assault in the series. That was definitely one of the ones that I played. Another one that I played a lot on Xbox One, and this is like without the internet and everything, it was Kung Fu Chaos. Kung Fu Chaos was like a mainstay for me on the original Xbox.
I know I played a good amount of Fusion Frenzy with friends. That was a big one we played a lot of.
Let's see. Other than on Xbox, then what were the other games that we were majorly playing? Nice. We double teamed that guy. Did you see that?
Oh, we did.
That was right.
We got Metal Gear Solid 2 was a big one. I think that came out around the time of like Halo or Halo 2. Final Fantasy X was a big one. Those were good earlier PS2 games I played a lot of. Tekken 5 I think is still one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Yeah. Onimusha, really dug the Onimusha games.
That was a series I've always wanted to get into, but I just never could. I'm happy to hear that some of the games are starting to make their way to the Switch, at least. Always saw the Gen Renault one, and I always wanted to try it.
That's one of the series that I'm really surprised never got a PS3 remaster, like collection.
Yeah. Blue Point, where are you at? Everybody
honestly, at this point, I'm down with Capcom doing it because they have turned their shit around.
No, for sure. Yeah, Blue Point can start continuously working on that Metal Gear Solid game that I'm hoping they're working on. Someone's got to be working on that, please. I would love to play those games in higher depth. I've actually, so it's funny because last year, during COVID and everything, I was just like, I'm going through the backlog because I need things to play, and games were getting delayed and stuff like that. So I went through a massive phase of like getting through the Metal Gear Solid series. So I got to actually experience 2 and 3 for the very first time last year, and they somehow Mass Effect. I'm sorry. I got Mass Effect. By the way, I have Mass Effect on the brain because it should be out by this. I was a guest on your show, by the way. If you want to,
yes, we just got done talking about Mass Effect.
That's right. So it's definitely on my brain right now. But Metal Gear Solid 3, I think is like probably now one of my favorite games of all time. Now that I played it.
Yeah. Such good games. I kind of did a very similar thing, but with Resident Evil last year.
Good.
Because I just could never get into... Like, Resident Evil was always one of those games I wanted to desperately get into, but I can't wrap my head around the tank controls.
Sure.
So, with the remake and everything, kind of adjusting the controls, I went back. It was leading up to Resident Evil 3, that releasing last year.
Yeah.
I went through, played through, and beat for the first time Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil Remake. I had beat the 2 remake when it first came out. But then also Resident Evil 3 when that came out. And then actually just yesterday, I beat Resident Evil 7 for the first time to get ready for Resident Evil 8 this week.
Very nice.
So,
were you venturing through 4, 5, and 6 eventually, or do you think you're gonna possibly wait to this eventual remake that we've been hearing on the horizon?
I want to play through 4, but honestly, with how good the Oculus Resident Evil 4 looks, I'm probably just gonna hold off and play through that. Awesome. I've played it before. I haven't beaten it before. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I had beaten 5 previously. That was the only Resident Evil game I had beaten.
Got it.
Previous to last year when I went through and committed myself to figuring out where everything was and actually beat them. So
that's fair.
6, I tried. I think I rented 6 once. I was like, nah, this isn't it, fam. So I've never beaten, and I don't plan to.
No, 100%. I don't know if you saw MC Fixer recently. Was because he has a series going on with Shotgun, where he's playing through all the Resident Evils and he's ranking them. There's a clip of him playing like in the middle of one of the levels, and he falls through a boat and he's like, "I'm done. I'm not doing this. I'm not dealing with this." Just goes straight off on it, which I think is hilarious. Yeah, that's a game I do not like.
Yeah,
but hey, who knows? Maybe they'll remake it one day and make it better. I doubt it. I heavily doubt it. But this is the music is just. I'm tired of being invisible, guys. Let's see. That's got to be an added line because he's like, "Oh, you stole my kill." Well, that little logo looks like the Green Lantern logo.
Shout out to the Green Lantern Corps.
100%. See the casting for the Green Lantern TV show?
I did not.
They have casted a guy who looks exactly like what Guy Gardner should look like. So I'm very excited for live action Guy Gardner. I have no idea what they're going to do for that show, other than they told Zack Snyder not to have him in the Snyder Cut.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Actually, does he have a good gun? I need a gun here. Oh, I have an... Oh, I don't have any bullets in the dealer. That makes sense. No. That's from earlier.
Ow! Oh, yeah, I just heard that.
Lose your pistol wherever you
Do you need ammo? I'll kill you, and then you'll respond with ammo.
I think we're good. I just gotta find... I'm just gonna keep my back turned. Let's see here. I think I found the way.
I only did it last time because I didn't know the button. And I didn't know I was pressing it.
That's fine. Wait a minute. What the... I went the wrong way. Luckily, I see your green little thing, so I should be able to find you. Let's see here. Who is your favorite character in the Halo series? Okay, I got two rooms that look exactly the same.
I don't remember his name, but Nathan Fillion's Spartan / ODST member.
Yes. Interesting that you say Nathan Fillion, because I remember, so in our episode of the Mass Effect for, RPG University, you mentioned that you actually have not seen Firefly. Was it just something that you just missed out on, or was it just something that was like always on the back burner?
Pretty much.
That's his coming out party, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
That and Angel. He was also an Angel.
I don't remember him being on Angel. I know he had Castle.
Yeah, well, Castle, yeah, definitely much later in his life.
But yeah, I don't remember him on. But granted, I never watched Angel. But no, it's just
he's one of the big bads in one of the seasons.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't imagine Nathan Fillion as a bad guy.
I know. And then they cast him as a roguish guy in the Firefly after that. There we go. This is where we need to be. What is something that you are looking forward to in Halo Infinite specifically?
I'm anxious to see how well Halo manages to kind of adapt or evolve to the games as a service model. I'm kind of over the whole games as a service shtick that's become popular in recent years.
Yeah.
And it kind of bums me out Halo's going that route. I'm not surprised. But because this is such a much beloved and longtime franchise, I'm anxious to see how well it does. 343 has had a pretty rocky, I think, relationship with the Halo series, especially when their games first launched. I mean, it took Master Chief Collection years before it was really in the place it probably should have been when it launched. And I'm not a fan of a lot of things they did with Halo 5, especially with the multiplayer. I am giving them the benefit of the doubt, but their kind of track record paired with my just kind of aversion and kind of lethargic nature of games as a service these days, I'm kind of like, cool. I'm glad the guy in the multiplayer is for free. I know I'm still gonna buy it, and I'll still play it, and I think I'll still have a good time. I'm curious to see how long I really stick with it in a world where there's a plethora of other games I would rather spend a lot of time with. So
no, for sure. And with all these other shooters that seemingly might be coming out this year, I mean, we have Call of Duty. We have now somewhat of a confirmation that there's going to be a Battlefield game this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely going to be interesting to balance out this. Well, usually the later half of the year is like the battle of the shooters, right? You have the Battle of Call of Duty, you have the Battle of Battlefield, and then now Halo has to fit in that mold, and they kind of had probably a space for it last year, before they got pushed. I think the only major release was like Cold War, and people are kind of cold on Cold War. So I definitely think they could have probably took advantage last year, but give it time. Every new information drop that happens every month, which is a very welcoming change from not talking about your game to being very open and upfront about certain things with your game, is really nice. So I honestly have a lot of faith, and I know that I too don't have a lot of connections to live services. The only major one that's ever really kind of hooked me in is both Destiny, is Bungie, and Fortnite. You know, Fortnite actually is one that actually pulled me in for a couple seasons. So, and I'm curious if like we're gonna go, especially you can kind of see teases in here, right? When we're playing the collection, we're into the menu system. We see that there's multiplayer rewards where you can unlock stuff. So I'm curious of how that's going to be for camp or multiplayer, because at the end of the day, I love these campaigns. I am also a huge multiplayer fan. I actually really liked multiplayer in Halo 5. So I am very curious to see what that is going to bring. So, and I mean, okay, so how about this? Like, what about, are you going to try this rumored Halo Battle Royale? Is that something that even remotely sounds interesting to you?
I mean, I enjoy occasionally dropping into battle royales. I really enjoy Apex. I enjoy the occasional Fortnite. I'm better at first-person shooters than I am third-person shooters, but like when you and I played some Fortnite, I've had a lot of fun. I enjoy the games. It's kind of like they scratch that itch in a similar way as I can easily pop into, say, a Diablo game or a Path of Exile game for a weekend, or when I'm really feeling kind of that style of game, and then be done for a couple months.
Yeah.
Battle royales are the same way. I enjoy battle royale games. I don't play them often just because I don't have like a group to play them. They're one of those games I have a lot more fun playing with friends with, as opposed to dropping with randoms.
No, that's fair.
And I think I have a lot of friends that have a long history with Halo. Like I have a Halo crew that I used to play with, and I know they're looking forward to Infinite as well. So I think if there is a Halo Battle Royale, we'll play. How long we'll stick with it, or if it'll just be another one of those Battle Royales titles that I'll come back to every couple months, or when I think about it, or to check out maybe new content, or to check out like new expansions or like big updates.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense. I mean, everyone's doing like it's the hip thing to do, and Halo is one of those IPs that could get away with it and remain relevant. Because I think a lot of studios try the whole battle royale thing because it's hip, but they don't have that brand recognition or popularity that makes it something that lasts. So yeah, I'm down to try it.
No, for sure. Yeah, I mean, they have a lot to prove with their last two games, and I think their strongest suit has been the multiplayer, and I expect it to succeed in a lot of aspects. I think I don't know. I'm just very much ready to return to Halo again. I think it is time. Yeah. So I think that's,
I will say, the biggest thing I will have to say is they just really have to knock it out of the park with the launch. Yes. They can't have a Master Chief Collection launch.
No.
I feel like with as online heavy and focused as Infinite will be, they can't botch this launch.
No, they absolutely can't. I think this might be closing of a trilogy in terms of their story, their Forerunner story, but at the same time, if the series is going to continue in any capacity, they definitely have to nail this. Whether it's spin-off games in the future or if Master Chief still has a story to tell, they definitely are going to have to do something. And I really hope Infinite is, in fact, it.
Yeah. It's like, I'm glad they took the extra year or so to polish and really lock this game in. I think Phil Spencer's a genius when it comes to everything he's done with Xbox. I think he is perhaps one of the best individuals in the entire gaming landscape right now. So I think he also knows how big this will be. So I'm hoping Microsoft just like, you can have all the servers. We'll give you like 1 million servers, and when things stabilize a bit, then we'll just like take some back. But because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be one of those situations where everyone is going to want to buy this game. Like this, for what it's worth, Halo Infinite will be the first giant Xbox Series X game, Series X, Series S game.
Yes.
So, and people will have been waiting to try and jump on this train for Halo. These servers will be bombarded and glassed. Basically, it's going to be like the Covenant glassing a planet. just the amount of people trying to get on. So they just need to make sure that those people can get on.
This is all true. This is all true.
Yeah.
This happened.
I hope 343 has it in them to really make sure that this is a slam dunk launch for Infinite.
Yeah, 343 and Microsoft. They need to make this stick. No, for sure. Well said, Scott. And I think we've reached the stop for our journey through the Halo series. I want to thank you so much for joining me. This has been a blast, and going into our history. That's what's been so fun so far of doing this, is that I get to dive deep into people's past histories and like what brought them into Halo specifically, but also just gaming in general and just the chatting. And this has definitely been a fun time. So again, thank you for joining me for Truth and Reconciliation. Scott, is there anything that you want to promote?
Yeah, like we kind of mentioned earlier in the episode, I recently got done recording a Mass Effect discussion over on my RPG podcast, RPG University, with the wonderful Mario. So go check that out in between your matches of Halo. And yeah, just give a listen to the podcast, rate and review it. Check out the stuff, my stuff over at irrationalpassions.com. I'm trying to get pitches elsewhere, so cross your fingers that I get some luck there somewhere. And yeah, just feel free to follow me on Twitter at SolidSnake120. And that's about it. This has been a lot of fun, Mario. It's been fun just hanging out with you, nerding out a bit over some fantastic games, enjoying the old Halo days, and just catching up with you.
No, definitely. And I know that you've brought up that we should be doing some VR stuff, and I'll definitely get my VR headset charged up soon, and we should definitely mess around in some things. So definitely doing that. And for everyone else, yes, you can, of course, join us here at my YouTube channel. And definitely, if you have been liking the show, please give us a like, give us a subscribe. Let me know what you like about the show. Ask questions in the comments, and then maybe I'll even bring them up in future episodes or future seasons. Again, this is a beautiful journey that I get to celebrate with my friends and celebrate, just the whole mythos of Halo. And this has definitely been a blast. And Scott, it's no different to be hanging out with you and everyone else that's been a part of this. So until next time, let's finish this fight. I think there's a button up here or something. Oh, I think that's a terminal, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's terminal. Well, let's see what it looks like. I've actually never really focused in on these things. Ooh, it's pink and pretty.
So pretty.
Who is your maker?
Interesting. Yeah, I never got into these Forerunner stuff.
Yeah.
It's funny. I as much as we're playing through all the Halo games, my knowledge of Halo pretty much stems to just the Halo games. Did we?
Well, I'm no longer at the terminal.
Yeah, me either. Did something happen? That was weird.
It's weird.
It's
kind of wonky.
Did we teleport away? What the hell? All right, well.
Okay then. Well, we're not going to check. I'm not going to check the terminal yet.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay. Oh, but there's that guy.
Okay.
Oh, I almost killed the man. Oh, the game is...
Connection lost.
No! Not our first connection loss. Hope it saved our... Yeah, it saved our progress, so we should be good. The game, though, for me, is stuck.